Hey, greetings all. Greetings, greetings, greetings to everyone. So I came on because I'm like, you know what? I want to talk about this situation with KeKe Palmer and her ex-partner Darius Jackson, and he's also, unfortunately, the father of her child, her 8-month-old beautiful baby boy. So, excuse me. So, I'm just coming on to give my thoughts and my opinions as much as I can. You know, um, this is just a very unfortunate situation. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe, like this video, share it. Feel free to leave a comment. That's why I'm here. I love the interaction. I love the communication, meeting new people, all of that good stuff. It's nothing but positivity over here. So don't start nothing, won't be nothing. you know. Anyways, so KeKe Palmer, as we all know, she was a child star. She was in, tons of movies, different things like that. She's been on television and movies for a while since she was a kid. So now she is this beautiful woman. And you know what? I was kind of surprised that she's actually 30 years old for whatever reason. Because I really don't watch KeKe too much today. I think the last movie that I saw of hers, I did see that movie. I think it's called Alice. And then I tried to watch the movie Nope, and I just couldn't go all the way through with it. Like it didn't interest me, you know. And she's a really good actress. Don't get me wrong. She is quite talented. She can act, and she can also sing, and she's a beautiful woman. Um, but the thing is like lately I haven't really been keeping up with too much of her projects as far as I don't know what movies she have out, like, within the past year or so. I'm not really sure. Anyhow, I was just kind of taken back to just realize that she's actually 30 years old, because even though KeKe, I don't know, like, even though she have a certain sense of maturity and all of that, and this is not to put her down. I'm just being honest with my opinion about her. Even though she's mature and she's, in certain on certain levels she's mature. She's very outspoken, almost to the point where I feel that she's a little bit. Excuse me, I'm just getting off of work and I'm relaxing now. But this is the time when you kind of unwind, and I don't know, it feels like your throat starts tightening up or whatever. I don't know. Could be the because you're kind of tired or whatever, all that good stuff, whatever. But she comes off a bit, for me, too much sometimes. Like, I feel like she can, just be a bit much, you know. Um, Now, as far as movies and stuff like that, I love her. I love her in general. I don't, you don't have to know people to love them and have compassion for them and all of that. But it's like, I don't know, when I see her do, like when she's doing interviews or what have you, it just seems like she's a bit much and like over the top, a little bit too opinionated. Like, I don't know. That's just me, and and I hate to say it, but sometimes it comes off a little irritating. Like maybe it's just me, but I think she can be irritating sometimes, and I sometimes I just want her to be and be quiet. You know what I mean? But this is a different story. Unfortunately, her becoming a part of domestic violence and everything. This is horrible. And I hate this for her and other young women who have experienced this. And this is a very serious matter because, as we can see now today, a lot of, and especially a lot of black women are no longer here due to domestic violence, due to, having a child with a young man. And sometimes these young men will unalive his partner, the children, whomever, and himself, you know. Um, so I think it was very wise of her to get the police involved and get protection. I'm going to read a little bit about, hold on, but I'm going to read a little bit about her situation and what's going on as far as what's been reported. Okay, so this is what's going on so far. KeKe Palmer, has been granted a temporary restraining order against her ex-partner Darius Jackson after she accused him of physical and emotional abuse. According to court documents reviewed by People, the 30-year-old Nope star filed a request Thursday asking for a restraining order against Jackson and sole custody of their 8-month-old son, Leotis. A Los Angeles County judge granted the restraining order on Friday, and according to People magazine, the order states that Jackson must stay at least 100 yards away from Palmer and their son. Okay, let me go on. In Palmer's initial filing, she alleges multiple incidents of physical and emotional abuse, attaching screenshots of apparent home security footage. Palmer writes the most recent incident happened Sunday, and she alleges that Jackson trespassed into her home without knowledge or consent, and that he threatened her and then physically attacked her, lunging for her neck, striking her, throwing her over the couch, and stealing her phone when she told him that she was going to call the police. Okay, so this goes on. The filing describes many instances of physical violence, including striking and grabbing her around the neck. Descriptions of Darius destroying her property, including diaries and her prescription eyeglasses, throwing belongings into the street, throwing her keys to prevent her from driving away, hitting her in front of their son, spewing profanities about her to their 8-month-old baby. And like I said, the list goes on. You guys can actually read everything that she alleged him of doing. And there are pictures circulating of him with his, hands around her throat. She's on the couch. There's another picture where she's on the stairs and he's kind of standing over her. So there's a lot to be said here. This is my thing. Kiki is in this part of her life where she's truly living and learning, um, to be a young woman now. She's a first time mother. This is everything this is new for her. you know um and then the thing about it is, she didn't date him for that long. you know um I don't think she can really say to herself that she really truly knew this man. you know um she didn't really date him that long. I think they dated for maybe about a year, and then she became pregnant. So she didn't really know him. She got into this relationship and became a mother, and now she's really truly finding out who he is, unfortunately the hard way, because if he's violent like this or what have you, this guy has some serious issues, and we already know about the situation that happened with the Usher concert. you know Now, in my opinion, should she have worn a dress like that? No. But to each his own. you know um and I don't want to say this generation, but this generation. you know we've had the good and the bad in all generations. I don't know, this generation, everybody wants to be naked. Everybody wants to feel, these young ladies are out here with their sexuality, and you know uh, they got to be naked in order to feel sexy. They gotta, they gotta do the BBL, so this, that, and the third. Not saying that she have that, because she's, seemed to have a natural body and all of that, but just in my opinion, that the dress was tasteless. She didn't need to go there. We can already see how beautiful she is, and but like I said, to each his own. She's a grown woman. She had that right to do it. Um, I don't know. I just really, truly wish, that she could just look at herself as the brand that she is, and just stay on that flight. And don't invite people into your lives that can bring you down. And like I said, this is a learning experience for her, because she didn't know him that well. She met him on the set of, I think, Insecure, the show, for Issa Rae. At least I think, or what have you. And she gets with Darius or whatever. He's a nice looking guy or what have you. But my thing is, you have to know your worth. Whether you're male or female, you have to know your worth. Just because someone is very attractive or what have you, that does not mean you let this person do whatever to you. You understand what I mean? If this person is showing signs early on that they got some mental issues, some screws loose, you back away. You protect yourself. You always have to know your worth. And this is why getting to know someone is very important. Before producing and just having a child with someone. Oh, he's cute. I need for him to be my baby daddy. You know what I mean? He's a pretty boy or whatever the case may be. And again, and I'm not saying that this is what she did, but you have so many women now today that are so obsessed with looks. Oh, I want him or what have you, because if we have kids together, X, Y, Z, or, and And like I'm saying, it could be for men as well, completely going for the looks and not truly knowing who this woman is, and she turns out to be a nightmare. But you, you know, you only went by the physicalities, right? And again, of course, dating, that does play a part, but not the only part. Sometimes, it's best to get attracted to the mind, get attracted to the spiritual part of a person, more so the physical. Fall in love with that person's heart, that person's spirit. What is this person doing that is good in the world and for others? You know, and this is my opinion. She got involved with this guy. She didn't know him. She was having fun. One thing led to another. They hooked up. They have this beautiful baby now. It seems like Darius could be suffering from a lot, while in the relationship with her, a lot of insecurities because of who she is. You know, it's a lot that's being said about him, about certain things that he did to her. This is the thing. I saw one of the videos between the two of them, the one about her birthday, and he took her out, and they were hanging out. It looked like they were having fun, and this was all after the whole thing with the Usher concert, and he tweeted that she was a mother, and look at how she's dressed, or what have you. And my thing is, if he had every right to feel that way, but that should have been handled privately, you know. Anyhow, during that video for her birthday, they had this interaction or what have you about, you know, she was saying like, oh, it was Virgo season and all of this and that. And I think she asked him something about, well, what do you think about Virgos or what have you? Whatever. That whole conversation about the zodiacs and all of that. And he shared his opinion or what have you. And she was just like, oh, you just love Virgos. You can't get enough of Virgos and da 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 da. And she was like really kind of mouthing off, really saying some things to him or what have you. And all of a sudden he kind of just gets quiet and give her this look, and he looked like he just wanted to choke her then. And she was really, really kind of mouthing. And my thing is, I'm feeling like, okay, if she knew that this guy was violent, like, why are you saying certain things that's gonna trigger him or what have you? I don't know. It just kind of seemed like she came off to kind of like, and this is how I looked at it. It just seemed like she was, antagonizing him. And then my thing is, she knew before the Usher concert the kind of guy he was. She goes and wears that dress anyhow. So, and again, there should be no reason that a man put his hands on a woman. But my thing is, once you find out who this guy is, and you're seeing certain things, don't egg it on. Just at least try your best to get out of the situation safely. And especially now, since she have, this baby. And then she also said in the report that he kind of got rough with the baby. That's an even bigger reason for her to get the heck away from this guy. So as of right now, she have the temporary custody. So let's just pray that she will get full custody, especially if this guy have a screw loose, and that he will cause physical harm to her, physical and um, emotional abuse, or whatever the case may be, and then that he can potentially hurt the baby. Again, because we read too many stories about a lot of young women of color are no longer here due to a spouse or a partner or what have you. And, she can't take stuff like this lightly because she's KeKe Palmer. That doesn't matter, because you can meet a nut job. It doesn't matter who you are, rich, poor, whatever. Use wisdom in dating. And that's what I really pray for her. I pray for her to kind of calm down, slow down, you know, learn to be, to be the best mom she can be now. Her lifestyle is different now. And this is what I mean. To me, it almost seems like she's still like a teenager. And it's just time for her to learn to do things differently. You can't be so, carefree anymore with dating. She have a lot to lose, and now, we hadn't heard anything negatively about KeKe Palmer or what have you. And now this, all of this drama that's going on in her life, and again, should she be down on herself? No, but I think she should come to a point where she really needs to slow down, get some, get therapy, get some counseling, focus on herself, focus on this child that she have, because once children are here, they're not in accessory like a Louis Vuitton bag. These are real people that you have to be responsible for. And what is this going to say now about her dating life in the future? Because now she have this baby. You can't just date any and everyone. You got to make sure that this guy, that he loves children, that he will respect you. You got to dig into his background and figure who this guy is. Now, I know that's what I did when my son was a baby. I took a major break, and I just didn't date. I think I was, a little bit fearful, because I didn't want different men around my son, and then, you hear these stories where you get these boyfriends, and all of a sudden they start abusing your children, and these girls are leaving the babies home with the boyfriend while they go to work, or while they're doing this, that, and the third, and John is over here doing stuff to your kid. Like that's just insane to me, And I don't see how these young girls today, they have a baby with this one, that one, and that one, and they keep it moving, and they still date and all of that. Like, I just couldn't do it. Because again, my past, yeah, I dated, I did all of that. But it was just me. you know, I had my fun. It was just me. But when you get these gifts from God into your life, like, take it seriously. I know God used my son to help change me and develop me, more as a mother. And I didn't have it all together. I'm not saying that I was perfect, But I know that that was definitely a turning point for me where I had to rededicate my life back to the Lord and ask God for his help, because I'm like, okay, now I'm a single mother. I knew I couldn't do it on my own. But thank God, KeKe, she have her family. She have a mother and her father. She got siblings. She have a village. And I can imagine she have friends and folks that care about her. So she have a village or what have you, which is wonderful. Um, so I wish KeKe Palmer all the best. You know what? I didn't even realize that her name was Lauren. And as I was reading, her name is actually Lauren Kiana Palmer, and I think that's beautiful. I don't know why she didn't decide to go by Lauren, but whatever, you know. Um, I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave me a comment or something. Situations like this are so easy to get into. You just looking for love. You're looking to hook up, and you see this attractive man or what have you, and you just lose it. You know, and then I think she spoke about she was in a different place when she started dating him. I think she was going through a lot of insecurities and things of that nature, and and again, she's a beautiful young lady, but you have to know that for yourself. And then allegedly, there was another young lady going around saying that she dated Darius, and there was a pregnancy that was terminated. And it looked like to me, if anything, that young lady would have been more of Darius's type. I mean, very pretty girl or what have you. And again, not saying KeKe isn't, but it just seems like, he already had a certain type. And, did he really just hook up with KeKe Palmer because she's KeKe Palmer? You know, but the thing is now, what he's going to have to face is, okay, you have a baby with someone that is a celebrity, but what did it do for you? Now your reputation is ruined. So if you wanted to be an actor, model, or what have you, uh, what kind of chances do you think you have now? With these allegations that are out, or what have you. Like, that was just completely stupid. you know, and now a strong possibility that you won't even, be able to see your son. So, what was it worth? You know, what was it worth? And then I don't think his brother is doing all that great either. The one that he is an actor or what have you. So I don't know. It seems like he's definitely in a deal of a pickle, and he truly needs to go and get himself some help. He definitely needs therapy, counseling. I don't know if he needs some sort of medication. I don't know. I'm not the therapist or the psychologist or psychiatrist, but he definitely have some issues. So anyhow, tell me what you guys think. Leave a comment and just let me know. These are my thoughts and opinions um, concerning the situation with KeKe. And like I said, I wish the best for her, and um, I do wish her all the best, and I wish that she would just definitely learn to be wiser now, move differently. Move differently. Just because you can be the loudest person in the room um, doesn't mean anything. Like, use wisdom. right? Anyhow, I'm tired now, y'all. I'm gonna go chill or what have you. You all be blessed, and I will see you next time.